the river that hid an entire black market. They didn't smuggle in the dark because they were criminals. Well, they were. They smuggled in the dark because the river made it possible. Standing beside a Dutch barge like this, it's easy to forget how busy this stretch of the river once was. Today it feels calm, managed, almost polite. But for centuries, the River Alde was anything but. Snape Maltings sits right on one of Suffolk's most useful hidden routes. Not a coastline that exposed you to patrols and watchtowers, but a tidal river that twisted inland, shallow enough to know well, dangerous enough to keep outsiders away. And smugglers understood that perfectly. In the 17th and 18th centuries, this river wasn't just moving grain and malt, it was quietly moving brandy, tea, tobacco, lace, silk and spirits, high-value goods that avoided tax, paperwork and attention. Flat-bottomed vessels like this one were ideal. They could drift in on the tide, sit low in the water and disappear into creeks and reed beds long before anyone upstream realized they'd arrived. Cargo could be unloaded straight into barns, malt houses or temporary stores disguised as ordinary riverside trade. And that's where Snape becomes interesting, because malting weren't just industrial buildings, they were perfect cover. Large doors, regular traffic, barrels coming in and out at all hours. No one questioned movement here because movement was the business. Local families often knew exactly what was happening. Some benefited directly, some turned a blind eye, others acted as lookouts, river guide or storage keepers. Smuggling here wasn't a shadow world, it was woven into everyday life. Even the geography helped. Fog rolling in off the marshes, reeds swallowing sound, the tide dictating when you moved and when you waited. If you understood the river, it protected you. If you didn't, it stranded you. There are records of customs officers arriving too late, of boats already gone, of barrels that had been there earlier but somehow vanished. No dramatic chases, just quiet efficiency. Being on a barge here, it makes sense. You're not exposed. You're held by the river, hidden in plain sight. Smuggling didn't feel like rebellion to the people doing it. It felt like survival, like fairness, like taking back what distant authorities taxed without understanding local life. And when you sit down in one of these barges now with the water barely moving outside it, it's hard not to imagine it. The low voices, the careful timing, the confidence that came from knowing this river better than anyone else. Snape doesn't advertise that history, it doesn't need to. The river still remembers how to keep secrets. Please hit like, please comment, and please subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.